Hi there. So I wanted to share with you something that I learned yesterday or heard yesterday by my mentor and coach, and it really made a huge impact on me and it really resonated with me. So I think it's a message that would really help you too. So she said that whenever she has these thoughts or these feelings, allow the thoughts to um, she doesn't allow herself to connect with those thoughts thinking that is her identity and that's truly what she's feeling. She uses those thoughts to use as an indicator of something that she can then use to self-reflect. For instance, if she has a thought of anger, then like if she sees someone having something nice back then, she would think, oh, what a horrible person, they're flaunting their stuff in my face. And and so she could continue to go on that path and say, that really sucks and stuff. Or she can think, what does that say about myself? What does that say about a limiting belief I have about myself? And so she reflected, went within, and she thought about it. And she said, that means that I think that I don't have enough. Like I'm not capable of having those nice things too. Like if she believes, she has a limiting belief that there's not abundance in her life and she doesn't have access to those things. So an instance for me is whenever I see Everett, my husband, leaving his razor blade out on the counter, I get really pissed off. And I could just go on and on about like how pissed off I am and how inconsiderate he is, or I can reflect and stop myself and say, okay, the universe and God just gave me a clue. What does seeing this razor blade on the counter like mean? Like, why do I get so angry about it? What's this anger? It's a clue to something about myself. And I realized that growing up, my mom always said that, Tijuan, there's lots of guys out there. There's lots of really good husbands and really good men, but we're not of that caliber. We don't get blessed with good marriages and happy marriages and good men and stuff like that because they're all taken. They're all taken, and when it comes to us, there's none left. So I just want to set you up for that, and remember that you're going to have to work your butt off, and you're going to rely on yourself because you're not going to be able to have a good marriage and a good partner to do all that stuff for you. And so for me, it was a self-fulfilling prophecy. Like I married a wonderful man. He is a wonderful, loving, caring, so thoughtful, so considerate man. But instead of being grateful for all that, I'm using the razor blade to pick it apart and to remind myself that beautiful marriages don't work. Like, they don't exist. They may, but not in my life. And so I could find the flaws about my husband. I could say, oh my gosh, I have such a horrible husband. He leaves the razor blade out, where Austin can cut his fingers, and he doesn't put stuff away. That's so inconsiderate, and I married such a horrible man. Like, I could think that because I could think that I can believe in my self-limiting belief that I'm not worthy and I don't deserve a wonderful man in my life. I'm not going to be blessed with a good partner in my life. And so when I realized that, I can thank God, I can thank the universe for these reminders that help me understand myself better and identify any self-limiting belief I have about myself. So when I made that connection, I was able to realize that, that's something to be grateful for. The fact that Everett left his razor blade out helped me tap into my anger and understand why I felt the way I felt. So now, instead of seeing it as a horrible thing, I just put it back in the medicine cabinet and, be grateful for that small reminder that you do have a wonderful life. You did win the lottery when you got your husband. You have an amazing marriage. You have an incredible family. You are blessed with wonderfulness. And, and that just keeps me grounded, and that reminds me to be grateful. So that's my challenge for you today. When you have an episode where you get pissed off about something, or you get sad, or you get depressed, or you get angry, instead of connecting with those thoughts and using those thoughts to describe yourself, go deeper. Figure out, like, wait a minute, what does that say? The God and universe is giving me a clue. What does that say about me? Does that mean I have a self-limiting belief What does that say about what I believe about myself? And you may be surprised. So do it and share with us what you learn about yourself, and we look forward to hearing about it. Love you guys a lot.